Two travelers were left bloodied and bruised after they had a brutal 30-minute bare-knuckle fight. Onlookers begged the two men to stop brawling as they attacked each other in a rainy abandoned car park. Eventually the punch-drunk fighters were forced by the referees to stop battering each other, shake hands, and call it a draw. The two men, named in the video as Davy Joyce and Michael Naveen, battled each other in front of a crowd in Hemel Hempstead, Hertfordshire. They were said to be fighting over an unsettled argument between both families who had been calling each other out on YouTube. The two men fought each other for half-hour. Image. Deadline News. They were begged to stop by horrified onlookers. Image. Deadline News. The men were both left covered in blood. Image. Deadline News. Naked teenage boy tries to cut off his own penis while high. On zombie drug Facebook page bare-knuckle fighting shared the clip, which now has over 200,000 views and 1,400 likes. The footage begins with two referees, one from each of the warring families, explaining the rules before the pair begin to exchange blows. A crowd of men stand watching in the rain at a secret location in the town. At one point, the man named as Davy Joyce, wearing black shorts, manages to burst his opponent's nose within the first 5 minutes. The fight was to resolve an argument between families. Image. Deadline News. The man named as Michael Naveen, wearing grey shorts, is undeterred and continues to exchange blows with his rival despite blood pouring from his face. Their two punch, jab and scrap with each other on the slippy wet concrete as the battle unfolds. At 7 minutes into the fight both men are told they can shake hands and walk away, but ignore the referee's pleas and continue to exchange blows. The referees try to force them to shake hands after 15 minutes of fighting, but their pair are unmoved by onlookers' appeals to them to stop. The fight was declared a draw. Image. Deadline News. Both men end up with blood covering their hands and torsos, and Naveen's face continues to stream with blood through the entire fight. The fight ended in a draw, with both fighters being forced to shake hands and concede that their fight was over. Ifran Iqbal, who filmed the fight, said, "The fight took place at a secret location around Hemel Hempstead, Hertfordshire. The fight between Davy Joyce versus Michael Naveen started at 15.22 hours to be precise. The men eventually shook hands." Image. Deadline News. It was very cold and wet. The fight lasted for 32 minutes and was agreed a draw by both fighters. Both referees, known as fair play men, were cousins to each fighter. The fight was over a long-term unsettled argument via YouTube challenges to each other to honor their family name. Social media users had mixed opinions over the half-an-hour-long battle. Patrick McDonald said, "Good fight. Two tough men, fair play to them both." The men were filmed at an abandoned car park. Image. Deadline News. Nicola Hooper commented, "Why do you allow it to become a bloodbath? Call it a day." Glenn Reenan added, "Beats any fight this year. Boxing, UFC, the lot. Great fight." While Ben Eldridge said, "That's how S should be solved. Not like these D-heads that run around stabbing each other, have a straightener and that's it done." Respect to both